Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense set on first down.
Shut him up this way, oh, let's go, shut him up.
Looking to throw, it's Rook. Trying to get to him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
This defense knew coming into tonight they had to be able to get pressure on the quarterback, and they are wasting no time.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, if you didn't know that young man before the game, you do now. How about that? 2 plays, 2 sacks. That's how you start a football game. This defense is flying around.
And guys, this 3rd and long is not exactly how they drew it up. Hopefully it's not an indication of what we'll see the rest of the game. He's got space. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
There's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for 3rd in California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back and see what happens next.
First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the ground with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
No doubt about it. Big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year. Things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity. But David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around. But it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find...
Fires in the trap again, intercepted. And they're dragging down after a good return on the interception.
After watching that interception, I just wondered if this kid's too amped up today. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game where he could scat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start the game.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this game.
Sure hands, it's stuck. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Rook. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grab near the marker. It's stuck. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
The running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions, big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He wants to throw it again. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the throw, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Went on that outbreaking route. Really, it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
Quarterback checking off. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Rourke. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21. This Auburn offense is doing work. They're set up with another first down. Handoff from the gun. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle.
What a start for this offense. The throw game didn't work. Getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm down, and go out and refocus this time.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you can show some trust in them. Maybe get the ground game going, help around them a little bit with this system.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. And you want to shut this foul up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Lost the throw on first down off the play fake. Hines is tight end. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end. Come up with a tackle there.
You see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250, 275 pounds. The offensive line, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The give out of the gun. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger wins.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Through the air, it's O'Neal. They're trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the quarterback.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play.
They're moving offense.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Back to throw. It's Roll. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. This should be the last play of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the 1st quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll go right back to the run. The Aggies get enough for the first down.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
That offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there. And that was a terrible play to get inside.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Through the air, it's O'Neal. He's right on target. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The AT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. And he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them, so a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make a play there to get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And now on second down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Ward. Gets it out fast. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Third and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it.
you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Duarte. Across the 25. He's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Running back searching for a hole. Sweet cut there. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing those pass.
Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. He's got it on the run. He's stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, and some quarterbacks just read your mail. And Palmer, it looked like he read blitz all the way and knew his answer.
Yeah, Dave, you could tell this guy spent a lot of time studying film leading up to this game. They knew this defense was going to try to pressure him, so you want to know where your answers are against the blitz, and he found it there, dumping it off to his back.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. Trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's on the outside angle. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion. So everybody's got to communicate how to flip over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he... in for the touchdown.
Well, second and goal that time, and instead of turning around and giving it to Mr. Dependable, you just let your quarterback do it himself. Up front, everybody's got to get low. It's low man wins. They're able to get a surge, and the quarterback allows them for a touchdown.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They'll go with a give to the big tight end on 3rd and short. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got it out. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to pass. It's Rourke. Got his man on the outside. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look there.
when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. He's looking deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
This quarterback is living dangerously. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision.
Now second and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Campbell. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feet. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing it to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the board.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at that, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries, so don't forget about the running game. Keep them honest and pound that one.
Got his man on the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Wide out in motion. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more on the board with a trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the upright. Get that touchdown right before the half. Build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment, looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. A timeout is gone as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Roy. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. In the double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
They'll try to counter. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Keep bringing the heat like that, you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown and Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man out of the backfield. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Third down. I think this offense will want to throw down the field, at least past the sticks. This defense, their athleticism and speed, they gobbled them up behind the line of scrimmage.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw this one.
Auburn lines up quickly. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking for a man. It's Rourke. Throws to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off, but Tim really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Oh, man. Quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Can't stop you. We got that defense rattled.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, the rush set again.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They want to just keep throwing. Ball to the sideline to tackle. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
The wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes. But when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
They'll line up for a second down play. Great pass, it's complete. And he'll take it to the end zone. He has been surgical, precision, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
Absolutely no answer. Just as he's going to down the throat. So step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you can wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
This has been a tight one. Third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. This time it's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. A strong tackle and wrap up for the junior.
It's a nice play by this defense. Understand what's next. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football with a foul in.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first
excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and delivered the ball on time.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff are getting this offensive line lathered up into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on the running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play in 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. There he goes, breaking the pocket. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Motion from the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
They should have just run the first half. Running solid, loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What they do in the second half? There's some guys running out in the other direction.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line in this area of the field. I have less space to cut. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for a pretty good job by the defense.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll go with a direct snap. Touchdown, Aggie. They move on top here in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, when you play a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He's run out of bounds, got a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going up top on first down. Release to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's stuck. They'll finally drag him down the mountain before he gets it to the 40 and it's a first down.
These halfbacks, man, they're wide receivers. They do so much work in practice now with the wide receiver group, and you can see it there. Sells like he's going outside, sticks his foot in the ground, angles to the middle of the field. Quarterback finds him for the first down.
He turns this into a nice game and gets down to avoid the hit. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. Initially, space with his speed and get a positive play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fine play action. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught, close to the marker, it's stuck. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Well, look, that was a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback in the first position.
He'll pull it on the read. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to pass, it's Rourke. It's complete to the right. Good, solid tackle.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown. It might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Spits it out to the back. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal.
defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
They want that clock to run. Not much there. He gets one to the 11.
Yeah, nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment. Right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up. Thank goodness. Force a punt here. Get the football back so we can make some magic for this one.
Give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. It's complete to the left. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Texas A&M will have to boot it away.
Really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. They play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines with your friend. To take the deep shots, go beyond the first down line. Try to stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Off the play fake on first down, off the throw. Makes the grab along the sideline, but maybe a little short of his first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down coming up. Direct snap. They finally make the stop at the big run. He's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll put it to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Dances away. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Now on second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. To the air. It's Rourke. He just tossed that one out of bounds and avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. We need to go for it on fourth down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. The snap sets up the throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off. And pulls in on him after a good return on the interception.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Defense still with a couple of timeouts. They can force the issue, make the offense snap it again as they take a knee on this one. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience